All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So we got some breaking Jets news. It just came out like 2-3 minutes ago here. By the way, I'm actually on the highway. No places to pull over at the moment. But man, the Jets are trading Mecole Hardman. News just broke. Back to the Kansas City Chiefs, right, out of all the teams. And to be honest with you, I did feel like there were a couple teams that made sense for Mecole. Chargers, Rams being another. Of course, the Kansas City Chiefs. And, what do the Jets get back in return here? A late round 2025 pick swap. A 2025 pick swap, man. Like, it's unfortunate. Like, this is like pretty much... It's a tough pill to swallow. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. When the Jets initially signed him this offseason, I was extremely excited. I was thinking, okay, this guy like instantly becomes the fastest player on the team. He's an immediate deep threat. He has a Super Bowl championship. He has a, resume with the Kansas City Chiefs and Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes. Like, this guy's really going to add like an element. Not saying he's Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs. No, not in the least. But what I am saying is like, hey, this guy could have been, a really good weapon. Reverses, again, deep shots, taking the top off the defense, making the safeties play on their heels a little bit. If he's a pivotal part of a Super Bowl winning offense in the Chiefs, yeah, the Jets should be able to use him. And so I was extremely excited. Then we paired him with Allen Lazard, and we already had Garrett Wilson on the roster. Breece Hall coming back, offensive line, is supposed to, get a little bit better here. But we just don't even use them. We don't even play them. It's, again, I don't understand it. I mean, trying to think of it with as much common sense as possible here. And I apologize if the camera keeps bouncing around, but trying to think of it with as much common sense as possible. I would assume that Joe Douglas probably really, really liked Mecole Hardman, but Hackett didn't. That's my best guess, because it's like a Joe Douglas, hey, I'm going to bring this guy, because you're not going to hand out a contract like that early in the free agency process, 1 year, whatever it was, 1 year, $4 or $5 million for like a player that you view as like a fifth option at wide receiver. You're just not going to do that. If you're going to make a move like that, if you're going to bring a guy in, you would bring him in July, in August, as training camp is going on, during preseason. Like, look at what the Eagles just did with Philadelphia, or look at what the Eagles just did with Julio Jones. Like, they just brought him in. He's probably not going to, granted it was because of a different situation for sure. It just seems like with the Jets, it wasn't like they knew Mecole Hardman was going to be in this role. It just kind of seemed like it was just miscalculated or something along those lines. But, yeah, late round pick swap coming back to the New York Jets here. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate you bearing with me here. And yeah, as always, go Jets.